Okay, in this first step is target strength for the mixed proportioning. Target strength for the mixed proportioning. So target strength is if we want to achieve M25, then our target should be more than that. Then only it will come to the at least above M25 or 25 MPa. Okay, so for that we are going to have more addition or little addition for that through the deviations, because as we are the human beings we will do those changes or mistakes, and that is also being considered because concreting will be done at the site with the different kind of people in the complex situation. In consideration of that only we will give the target value, okay, where it is to be more than the required strength. That's what we are using two formulas according to IS 10262 2019. Okay, first formula is with respect to the FCK dash is equals to FCK plus 1.65 into S, and other was FCK dash is equals to FCK plus X. Okay, so these two formulas will be valued, and out of this whichever is the higher, that is to be adopted. Then what is this FCK dash? FCK dash is nothing but target strength, and FCK is nothing but our required strength, and this S value will indicate the standard deviation. And in this formula same thing, FCK dash and FCK, but X value is some factors which is considered based on the grade of the concrete. Okay, and let us see how to calculate this. Formula is this one: FCK dash is equals to FCK plus 1.65 S. But what is the S value? That S value is referred from table 2 of IS 10262 2019. Here I have the IS code. Let me go through with that. So my table 2 is here, okay, where it is having the assumed standard deviation value, and this is code book of IS 10262 2019. Here different grades are there. The M10 is there, M15 is there, M20 is there, M25 is there, 30, likewise it is so on till M80, and respective standard deviation, the S values are here. My concerned mix is M25. For that the standard deviation was 4. So from this table I will take my S value as 4. Okay, and next is X value, which is being referred from table 1. Okay, where again it is in the same code book at the page number 3. Okay, so here also again it is dependent on the mixed proportion or grade of the concrete. So here also my grade is 25 MPa strength required concrete, so M25, and its value is 5.5. So the X value is 5.5. Okay, these many things I have got now. Now I will go for the calculation, where 25 is FCK plus 1.65 as it is, and S value is 4. So from this 25 plus 1.65 into 4, okay, I am getting it as 31.6, and this is target strength which will be in MPa. Okay, and using the second formula, FCK plus X, where FCK is 25 and X value was 5.5, so again it will be 30.5 MPa. Okay, out of these two values, whichever is greater, that is being selected. So my FCK dash will be 31.6 MPa. This is the target strength. Okay, so final FCK value will be this 31.6 MPa. Okay. So second step is approximate air content. This approximate air content is taken because the aggregates are getting interlocked, but there will be some air content in the concrete. Okay, so based on that we are taking some quantity in percentage that will be in the concrete that is filled with the air, and it is being referred from the table 3 of IS 10262. Okay, so from the table 3 what we have here, it is giving the approximate air content. Okay, so it is again dependent on the nominal maximum size of the aggregates what we are using for the concrete. So from the question what we are using is 20 mm downsize aggregates as our nominal size of the aggregates. So for the 20 mm size aggregates, the value of the entrapped air was 1%. So the air content will be 1%. Next is selection of the water cement ratio. Okay, the water cement ratio will be selected by the two ways. The first is with respect to a graph which is there in the IS 10262. Okay, here we have the graph. Okay, in this graph it is given with three different curves: curve 1, curve 2 and curve 3. Curve 1 will be referred when we are using the cement OPC 33 grade, and it might be also used for the concrete or for the cement which is having the compressive strength the more than 33 MPa and less than 43 MPa. For those cement we can use curve 1. If the cement is being used as OPC 43 grade, or cement is having the compressive strength more than or equal to the 43 MPa and less than or equal to the 53 MPa, can be used. And even curve 3 for the strength of the cement which is having more than 53 MPa or OPC 53 MPa or OPC 53 grade cement can be used. So these three curves are representing different grades of cement. For our problem, the cement what we have used is the curve 2, which is representing OPC 43 grade of cement. Okay, so in this the water cement ratio will be taken by these values, and the corresponding strength will be given. In our problem, the compressive strength, the 28-day compressive strength of concrete. Remember, this is now target strength, not our the required strength. It will be taken with respect to the what the value we have, that 31.6. With respect to that, we have to select. So here we have 30, and from 30, if you are running as it is, it will come over here. So for curve 2, our water cement ratio requirement is 0.5. Okay, so from the curve figure I am referring, from the figure of IS 10262, water cement ratio is 0.5. And another method is referring from the IS 456. Okay, this is the page what I have taken from IS 456, which is the page number is 20. Okay, in this it is given with the all the details with respect to the plain cement concrete as well as RCC. In our problem it is related to RCC, so I am referring this, and this is exposure condition. So in the exposure condition we have to take moderate. From the moderate it will be running. Okay, this is the moderate condition, and from the moderate we are running as it is, and the minimum cement content was 300 kg per meter cube, and the maximum free water cement ratio from IS 456 table number 5, the maximum water cement ratio was found to be 0.5. So in this problem they have mentioned water cement ratio as 0.5 is to be taken, so I am selecting this one as my water cement ratio. In some of the cases they may not give the water cement ratio, you have to select. On those cases you have to follow these two methods and you have to select the value in between those two. And in few cases as we are having the site experience, that also is liberated. So from the site experience also you can select the water cement ratio. Okay, so out of these three you have to select the water cement ratio. The first case in the selection of the water content or water cement ratio, you have to refer from the figure of IS 10262, and with respect to the compressive strength, there you have to take target compressive strength. Remember, because in the hurry you may have left the thing like 25 you may take, it's not 25. According to your problem it is 31.6 MPa. That target compressive strength is to be referred. With respect to that, what is the water cement ratio with the corresponding curves, that is to be written. In our problem here it is 0.5 from the figure or the curve what we said. And second thing is with respect to the reference of IS 456 2000 table number 5. In that with respect to the exposure condition, with respect to the minimum cement in the concrete, we are going to get some maximum water cement ratio. So in between these two values we have to select any one value, and that selection is liberated with respect to the experience, or else you can go for as a and the lump sum, like somehow you have to take in between the values. But from the experience side we will go for the higher strength of concrete, we will go for the minimum water cement ratio side. If you are having the more liberation with respect to the slump or with respect to the strength requirement, then you can go for the maximum side. Likewise you have to select. Next is selection of the water content. See, in the previous step you have selected the water cement ratio. Now you are going to select water content, how much water should be there, and this one will be done with respect to the table 4. Okay, in the table 4 let us go to the table 4 now. Okay, here we have the table 4. So it is given with the size of the aggregates and the water content. With respect to the size of the aggregates we are going to take the water content. Okay, if you are using 10 mm downsize aggregate, then it will be 208 kg, and if you are using 20 mm downsize aggregate, then it will be 186 kg. In your problem the aggregate what you are using is 20 mm downsize. So for 20 mm downsize aggregates the water content will be 180 kg. Okay, so this is with respect to the slump value like 50 MPa. The whatever the table 50 mm, sorry for that. So whatever the table is there, the fourth table in IS 10262, which is giving the values with respect to the aggregate size in terms of water in the kgs, that will be with respect to the slump of 50 mm. Okay, so for your slump of 75 mm, which is greater than the 50 mm by 25 mm, okay, which is more than this. So as the slump is to be more, then you need to increase the water. So what you have to do is, for every 25 mm of slump increment, you need to go for increase of water content by 3%. So for my slump of 75 mm for this problem, what I am doing is I am increasing this water content by 3%. So the estimated water content will be 186 plus, because I'm increasing by 3%, so it will become 191.58 kg. Okay, this is the water content is to be present in the concrete what we are going to make. Okay, so this much of quantity of water is to be added. In this problem you are not using any plasticizers or the chemical admixtures. When you are using the chemical admixtures such as plasticizers or super plasticizers, you have to reduce the water content. This water content is to be reduced. Then how much you have to reduce? So it should be reduced by 23%. Here we have increased to have the slump, that much is finished. Once you will get the water content, when you are using the super plasticizers, then you need to decrease it by 23%. But in this problem you are not using any admixtures, so it's not required. But in the further, if you got the problem with the super plasticizer case, then you need to decrease it by 23%. That means you need to multiply by 0.77 so that it will be reduced. Okay, so this is with respect to the water content. So you do use 192 kg of water. I am just round off this 191.58 value into 192 kg. Next is calculation of cement content. So cement content is to be selected with respect to the water cement ratio. So we are using water cement ratio 0.5, and water content is also known to us. So I am taking it as a ratio. So water is 192 kg and cement is content unknown. Cement content is unknown, and the ratio should be 0.5. So my cement content will become 192 divided by 0.5. So it will be 384 kg. So this is the cement required with respect to the water cement ratio 0.5. So again I will refer it from my IS 456 table number 5. There it is given with a particular value. So for my reinforced cement concrete and with the mild exposure condition, moderate exposure condition, and minimum cement content should be 300, so that it is satisfying that value. Okay, so our 384 kg is greater than 300 kg, that is minimum cement requirement for the cement concrete what we are using. So you can go for the use of cement about 384 kg for meter cube of concrete. So step 6 is proportion of volume of coarse aggregate and fine aggregate. Say for example, if the total concrete is taken as 1, and in that the volume of aggregate will be 0.6 and fine aggregate will be 0.4. Likewise I am taking. This is with respect to the aggregates. Okay, the percentage proportion in between the fine aggregate as well as coarse aggregates. And it is referred from the table 5 of IS 10262 2019. Okay, in this table it is given with nominal size of the aggregates and volume of the coarse aggregate per unit volume of total aggregate for different zones of fine aggregate. So they will give with respect to the fine aggregates with the concern of zones. Okay, so as the zone, I said 4 zones are there, and it is defined with respect to the IS 383. Okay, so it is giving the volume of the coarse aggregate. in the concern with zones. Okay, if in this case your zone is 2 for fine aggregates is coming around zone 2, and the nominal size of the aggregate was 20 for zone 2, and 20 mm nominal size aggregate, the value will be 0.62, and these values, all the aggregate values, are with respect to the water cement ratio as 0.5. Okay, so in your problem also you are having the water cement ratio as same as 0.5, and aggregates are 20 mm down size, and the zone of the sand was 2. So the aggregate or coarse aggregate will be 0.5. Coarse aggregate content will be 0.5. This is okay for you because you are having the water cement ratio 0.5, and again it is same with respect to the table which is given with 0.5. If something else in the problems, say for example if we got water cement ratio as 0.36, in this codebook it is there, I will explain the same one. Okay, 0.36 they got the water cement ratio in some problems. Okay, then what you have to do, as the water content decreases, you need to increase the aggregate content. So how to increase it? By how much value I have to increase it? That is given as here. If we have the increment or decrement of the water content or water cement ratio by the value of the 0.05, say for example here we have the 0.36, which is 0.14 value is lesser compared to the 0.5. So 0.5 as compared to that, its value is reduced by 0.14. Okay, so for the reduction of the water cement ratio by 0.14, you need to increase the aggregate content. That is to be increased in connection with that. For every change of water cement ratio of 0.05, you need to increase the aggregate by 0.01. Okay, so from that we will go for the calculation in the rough, such as water cement ratio required is 0.36, but our table according to that 0.5, it was 0.62 for the zone 3 if I am taking. Okay, so now it was reduced by 0.14 as compared with respect to the 0.5 and 0.36. So we are getting 0.14 was the difference. So it is being reduced. When it is reduced, we need to increase the aggregate contents. So to increase it, we have to go for the change of 0.01% or the value for every change of 0.05 water cement ratio. Then what I will do is 0.14 divided by 0.05, and which is being multiplied by 0.01. Then it will become as 0.14 divided by 0.05, and it is being multiplied by 0.01. So it will be 0.028. Okay, so this is to be increased. So here what I got is 0.62. Again I am adding 0.28 for it. So it is coming it as 0.648 is my coarse aggregate content in the aggregate total aggregate values. So in the total aggregate values, for this case I am talking. Okay, for this case the total aggregate out of all the fine and coarse aggregate, coarse aggregate will be around 64.8%. Okay, so this is when you are having the difference of water cement ratio. But what I am solving the exemplary problem, in that it is not there. It will be same, water cement ratio will be having 0.5, and you can refer it directly. And there is no change in the water cement ratio with your problem in the code book, then you can have the direct value. Here the coarse aggregate will be 0.5, then automatically fine aggregate will be 1 minus 0.5, so it will be 0.5. That means 50% of coarse aggregate are there, 50% of fine aggregate are there in your problem. Okay, so coarse aggregate will be 50% and fine aggregate will be 50%. Next is mix calculation. Okay, in the mix calculation we are going to get the volume of the particular quantity of the materials. So here we are taking a total volume of concrete is to be produced as 1 meter cube, and in the step 3 we have calculated, sorry, in the step 2 we have calculated entrapped air, it was 1%, so its volume will be 0.01 meter cube out of this concrete, and volume of cement is to be calculated now. So in the calculation of volume of cement, it will be calculated by this way: mass of cement divided by specific gravity of the cement into 1 divided by 1000. In our case, mass of cement was 384 kg, and specific gravity of the cement what they have used, which is referred from this question, specific gravity of the cement was 3.15. So we are referring that 3.15 into 1 divided by 1000. So it will be 384 divided by 3.15 multiplied by 1 divided by 1000. So what we are getting is 0.1219. I'll write it as approximately 0.122 meter cube of cement required. So finally 0.122 meter cube of cement is required. And next is similar way water. Okay, same thing, mass of water divided by specific gravity of the water divided by 1000. In our problem what we are using, the water is 192 kg divided by specific gravity of the water multiplied by 1 divided by 1000. So it will become as 0.192 meter cube. So this much is the water is to be used. Next is volume of all aggregates. It is total fine aggregate as well as coarse aggregate. Together how much is the volume that is to be calculated. That is calculated by this way. What we are doing is, in the total volume of the concrete we are reducing the entrapped air. Then we have the just concrete now after reducing the entrapped air. Then in that again we are reducing the volume of cement as well as volume of the water. Okay, in the concrete if we take cement and then water, then we left with only the fine and coarse aggregate. The total volume of the coarse and fine aggregate will be left. In some cases what will happen when they have referred us to use admixtures, okay, then after calculating cement content, after calculating water content, we have to calculate the same way, we have to calculate the volume of the admixtures. Okay, same thing for that also. The formula here in the codebook is there an example, so I'll show that. So for the same volume of the admixtures, mass of the admixture divided by specific gravity multiplied by 1 divided by 1000, then you will get some volume. Okay, this is the case when they have referred us to use admixtures. In this problem what I am solving, the exemplary problem, here they didn't mention us to use admixtures, so I am not calculating that. Okay, when it is mentioned, after calculating cement and water of volumes, then you have to calculate volume of the admixtures. After that only you have to go for the calculation of volume of all aggregates. In that, in the second part, volume of cement, volume of water, then you have to take one more thing, volume of admixtures when the admixture is referred. Okay, you remember this. Here I will solve with the exemplary problem. Volume of concrete was 1 meter cube, entrapped air was 0.01, okay, and it is again deducted with the volume of cement, which is 0.122, then 0.192. Okay, so it will be 1 minus 0.01 minus 0.122 plus 0.192. So I am getting it as 0.676 is the volume of the total aggregates. That means 67.6% of total aggregates is to be there in your concrete. Next is regarding the mass of coarse aggregates. So mass of coarse aggregate will be calculated using the volume of all aggregates. What I got is 0.676 into volume of coarse aggregate. This volume of coarse aggregate was calculated as in the step 6, that is out of total volume of coarse aggregate and fine aggregate, what is the percentage of the coarse aggregate already we have calculated in the step 6, that is to be referred, and specific gravity of the coarse aggregate and multiplied by 1000. So from my calculation I got volume of total aggregates was 0.676 and fine aggregate was 0.5. Sorry, for coarse aggregate it was 0.5 from the step 6, and then the specific gravity of the coarse aggregate, this is from the problem, it was 2.8. So multiply by 2.8 into 1000. So my value will become as 0.676 into 0.5 into 2.8 into 1000. So 946.4 kg will be the coarse aggregates. In the similar way, I will go for the fine aggregates. Total all aggregates will be 0.676 and volume of fine aggregate was again same 0.5, and specific gravity of the fine aggregate which was 2.65 referred from the question itself. So 2.65 and again multiply by 1000. So my value is 0.676 into 0.5 into 2.65 into 1000. So I am getting it as 895.7 kg. Okay, from all this I got the values. I will make just round off it, 946 kg and 896 kg. Just I will round off the values. So finally I got my mixed proportion. Cement content what we have referred was 384 kg per meter cube and water was 192 kg per meter cube. Fine aggregate is around 896 kg per meter cube and coarse aggregate was 946 kg per meter cube and water cement ratio was taken as 0.5. Okay, so from all this, if I am writing in the ratios, cement content will be 1 and fine aggregate 896 divided by 384. I am getting it as 2.33 is to 946 divided by 384. 2.46 and water cement ratio will be 0.5. So this is the final proportion what I got from the calculations. This is what your M25 proportion required. And here one more thing, what they have given the aggregates, what we thought to use the aggregates was completely dry and there should not be any water absorption, there should not be any moisture content.